Hello, lovely students. Welcome back to Powerful English. In today's lesson, I'm going to help you learn 56 action verbs that we do with our legs and trunks. You can use them in daily life. Without further ado, let's get started. Jump. 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 The thief jumped over the fence. The thief jumped over the fence. The thief jumped over the fence. Jumping rope is good for your heart. Jumping rope is good for your heart. Jumping rope is good for your heart. Leap. 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 He leaped across the river. He leaped across the river. He leaped across the river. Skip. 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 The girl skipped down the road. The girl skipped down the road. The girl skipped down the road. Hop. 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 I hopped to the door. I hopped to the door. I hopped to the door. I hopped on the bus. I hopped on the bus. I hopped on the bus. Plunge. 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 We plunged into the sea. We plunged into the sea. We plunged into the sea. Dance. 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 The bride danced with her father. The bride danced with her father. The bride danced with her father. Sway. 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 They swayed back and forth to the music. They swayed back and forth to the music. They swayed back and forth to the music. Sway from side to side. Sway from side to side. Sway from side to side. Swing. 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 She sat down and swung her legs. She sat down and swung her legs. She sat down and swung her legs. Rock. 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 He rocked back and forth in his chair. He rocked back and forth in his chair. He rocked back and forth in his chair. Kick. 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 Kick the door open. Kick the door open. Kick the door open. He kicked the ball into the goal. He kicked the ball into the goal. He kicked the ball into the goal. Stub. 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 Stub your toe. Stub your toe. Stub your toe. Knee. 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 I need him in the stomach. I need him in the stomach. I need him in the stomach. Kneel. 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 She knelt by the bed and prayed. She knelt by the bed and prayed. She knelt by the bed and prayed. Sit. 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 Sit in the chair. Sit in the chair. Sit in the chair. Sit on the chair. Sit on the chair. Sit on the chair. Sit cross-legged. Sit cross-legged. Sit cross-legged. We sat cross-legged on the floor. We sat cross-legged on the floor. We sat cross-legged on the floor. Cross. 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 Cross your legs. Cross your legs. Cross your legs. She sat down and crossed her legs. She sat down and crossed her legs. She sat down and crossed her legs. Squat. 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 Squat on the heels. Squat on the heels. Squat on the heels. Squat on the ground. Squat on the ground. Squat on the ground. Crouch. 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 We were crouching in the bushes. We were crouching in the bushes. We were crouching in the bushes. Stand. 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 Don't just stand there. Don't just stand there. Don't just stand there. Please stand up when I call your name. Please stand up when I call your name. Please stand up when I call your name. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around and close your eyes. Turn around and close your eyes. Turn around and close your eyes. Walk. 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 He walks around. He walks around. He walks around. I walk the dog every day. I walk the dog every day. I walk the dog every day. March. 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 The soldiers marched by the reviewing stand. The soldiers marched by the reviewing stand. The soldiers marched by the reviewing stand. Step. 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 Please step forward when I call your name. Please step forward when I call your name. Please step forward when I call your name. You stepped on my foot. You stepped on my foot. You stepped on my foot. Tiptoe. 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 I tiptoed out of the room. I tiptoed out of the room. I tiptoed out of the room. Sneak. 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 I sneaked out of the house. I sneaked out of the house. I sneaked out of the house. Limp. 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 He limped off the field. He limped off the field. He limped off the field. Shuffle. 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 He shuffled toward me. He shuffled toward me. He shuffled toward me. Pace. 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 I paced back and forth nervously. I paced back and forth nervously. I paced back and forth nervously. She paced up and down the room. She paced up and down the room. She paced up and down the room. Stomp. 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 He stomped angrily out of the meeting. He stomped angrily out of the meeting. He stomped angrily out of the meeting. Don't stomp around like elephants. Don't stomp around like elephants. Don't stomp around like elephants. Stamp. 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 He stamped his foot on the ground. He stamped his foot on the ground. He stamped his foot on the ground. Tramp. 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 They tramped through the woods. They tramped through the woods. They tramped through the woods. Stagger. 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 He was staggering and had to lean on the bar. He was staggering and had to lean on the bar. He was staggering and had to lean on the bar. Strut. 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 She is strutting around. She is strutting around. She is strutting around. Swagger. 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 He swaggered into the meeting room. He swaggered into the meeting room. He swaggered into the meeting room. Run. 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 I turned and ran away. I turned and ran away. I turned and ran away. Jog. 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 I go jogging every morning. I go jogging every morning. I go jogging every morning. Sprint. 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 He sprinted to catch the bus. He sprinted to catch the bus. He sprinted to catch the bus. Rush. 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 Amy rushed down the stairs. Amy rushed down the stairs. Amy rushed down the stairs. Chase. 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 We chased the thief for 10 minutes. We chased the thief for 10 minutes. We chased the thief for 10 minutes. Crawl. 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 John began to crawl toward the door. John began to crawl toward the door. John began to crawl toward the door. Climb. 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 The man climbed the ladder to the roof. The man climbed the ladder to the roof. The man climbed the ladder to the roof. Scramble. 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 We scrambled over the rocks. We scrambled over the rocks. We scrambled over the rocks. Lunge. 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 She lunged toward me. She lunged toward me. She lunged toward me. Lunge forward with right leg. Lunge forward with right leg. Lunge forward with right leg. Slide. 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 I saw her slide down the hill. I saw her slide down the hill. I saw her slide down the hill. Slip. 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 Be careful you don't slip on the wet floor. Be careful you don't slip on the wet floor. Be careful you don't slip on the wet floor. Fall. 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 He fell badly and broke his leg. He fell badly and broke his leg. He fell badly and broke his leg. Trip. 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 She tripped over a stone. She tripped over a stone. She tripped over a stone. Stumble. 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 I stumbled and spilled the coffee. I stumbled and spilled the coffee. I stumbled and spilled the coffee. Wiggle. 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 Wiggle my toes. Wiggle my toes. Wiggle my toes. Flex. 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 Flex your feet back. Flex your feet back. Flex your feet back. Point your toes and flex your feet. Point your toes and flex your feet. Point your toes and flex your feet. Stretch. 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 Stretch your legs. Stretch your legs. Stretch your legs. Shrug. 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 Shrug my shoulders. Shrug my shoulders. Shrug my shoulders. He shrugged his shoulders and did nothing. He shrugged his shoulders and did nothing. He shrugged his shoulders and did nothing. Bend. 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 I bent down and picked up the coin. I bent down and picked up the coin. I bent down and picked up the coin. Hunch. 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 Don't hunch your back. Don't hunch your back. Don't hunch your back. Swim. 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 He can swim across the lake. He can swim across the lake. He can swim across the lake. Cartwheel. 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 I saw her cartwheeling. I saw her cartwheeling. I saw her cartwheeling.